Oh, you know what time it is.
Oh, I do. Do I?
I'm not sure. What?
Well, what time do you think it is?
It's almost 4:20.
It is honestly almost 4:20.
Yeah,
He's
close
on
to
point.
it. Close
Yeah.
to it.
Yeah.
4:18 to be exact.
There you go. Almost 4:20.
So we getting high?
No.
That's correct, though.
We'll be watching this in different time zones.
Yeah,
Okay, doesn't
and
make
at a
any
di-
sense
on a
to
different
anybody.
day.
Okay.
Okay,
You asked me what time is it.
Can we please get into the show?
Go.
Yeah.
It's time to have fun time.
I thought we were talking about fear. How is that fun time?
Well, it's Neebs Talks.
Yeah.
I read in the comments from the last video, the one with vacations and hitchhiking. I thought this would be a good one to talk about. Oscar Emerson wrote, you guys should do the next Neebs Talks about your worst fears and explain why.
Oh.
I thought that was that would be a good little topic.
I personally think fears can be a good thing.
You could
Well,
say
it
biggest
is a good
fears.
thing.
Who's starting with this?
I don't know.
I think we want a story, though, don't we? Does anyone have a good fear story?
Fear story.
A fear story?
I can tell you a moment I remember being afraid. Simon, did you want to tell your story?
Nope. It just came to me. My
got
fear
one,
Look
story.
at that.
Hold on
That's
to it.
raising
Hold
your
on
hand.
to
Hold on
it.
to it. I
Maybe
tried-
I'll get inspired. I don't
We
know.
could have cut out that gasp.
I think we should keep the gasp, and I think we should go to your story. You're very excited right now.
No, I mean, you want
Tell us your story.
His eyes are all big.
He's
You
got
want to
magician
talk
eyes.
about a time that you're scared. This is the most scared I've ever been. I'm living in New Orleans.
Okay.
I was on my way from work to a person's house that was in the hood, for real. And I'm like, you know what? There's a it's already in the hood, but I'm gonna take the shortcut in the hood. That's not a smart idea. And this guy, I saw him walking, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna keep on walking. I'm not gonna turn around now. But he just fucking swooped in front of me, pulled out a gun, and said, "Don't even think about running." And I was like,
You were thinking about it.
all I heard was run.
Get
Turn
the
around
fuck
and
outta
I
here.
did the zigzag. I didn't
ran
never had to run from a
serpentine.
weapon.
That's like,
I'm
oh,
boom,
that's
boom,
like
boom, boom.
in DayZ. That's what you do in DayZ.
Yes, so I ran to a Circle K around the block, and then there was a cop taking a report from a guy who was robbing people in the area.
You did the right thing, it sounds like, that time.
Oh
would seem
yeah,
it worked out.
Because down there, people would kill you even if you gave them what you had. It was
I've
very
seen you-
common to just get killed.
Sure.
Yeah, and I've seen you run. You run very slowly.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Like, he must have been, like, watching you kind of hobble
like-
away.
it's the motion
thinking, I
of-
cannot believe he is not listening
It's
to
a
me.
running motion, but it's not. It's not really
It's like
moving fast.
It's like a swift walk.
You know what? I think
A brisk power walk.
that might have been the only day I ever ran the right way.
Yeah, having a gun pulled on you will clench your butt.
I would
I had
imagine.
one pulled on me when I worked at the propane company.
Oh shit!
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Because this guy wasn't paying his bill, so we had to go and pick up his tank and haul it away because it was our tank.
Right.
So we showed up. He comes out. He's got a shotgun. Says, "Y'all get the fuck out of here." We're like, "Okay,
Yeah, we're good.
okay, all right.
it.
We're getting in the car. We're going
Okay,
away."
so this was like a farmer pulled a gun on you.
A
No,
redneck.
no, this was trailer trash.
That's a little different than a thug.
but
Right,
not much.
right.
Oh, but
Well,
that's
no,
still
this is-
scary as
yeah,
hell.
it's
Because
still
every
scary
as fuck.
time.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I would rather have a get off my property
Oh,
gun pulled on me than give me your money.
Yeah, give me
Yeah,
your money.
yeah,
is-
you're right.
They'll
You're
both
right.
they both clench your butt pretty quick.
Oh,
They
yeah.
do. I'm sure.
Well, see, well, it turns out this guy, the gun wasn't even loaded.
Yeah.
Right.
So what happened? I mean, what happened
And
was
it said
we-
Nintendo on the side of it.
a big orange fucking pea shooter. No, but yeah, because we had to go and we had to get the sheriff, and then we had to come back, and then and the sheriff came back up. He was like, "Listen, yeah, the gun wasn't loaded."
Yeah, you don't know that though.
Yeah, you don't know shit.
I was.
That doesn't make it
scared the
okay.
fuck
Like,
out of me.
For the longest time, I had chronic nightmares of being shot. And there was one day where I was walking to, this was freshman year of high school. I was walking to football practice with one of my friends. And it's a bad section of Cleveland or around Cleveland. And a guy across the street yells, "Elyria Pioneers suck." That was our football team.
You weren't having that.
No, I was fine with what he said because, I mean, we were good. But this guy next to me knew him and felt differently about how good we were. So he started yelling at him. We're still walking. And then all of a sudden I hear pop, 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 pop.
Oh.
And I took off. That was the closest to shitting my pants I've ever been. He didn't hit either one of us. He must have been a stormtrooper or something.
He
because
shot at you?
He shot at us.
Holy
Damn.
shit.
Yep.
Wow.
You
That
just upped the
sucked.
game
Your buddy
here.
knew the guy,
Yeah.
but obviously not in a friendly way.
No. No.
Well,
That's
no.
what I thought. I was like, "Oh, my buddy knew that guy." I thought like they were buddies.
That's like going to jail stuff there. You
Yeah.
can't shoot at people.
No,
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 you're not supposed to do
even
that.
at them.
I did take the long way to football. Everybody's like, "Why are you taking that way to football practice?" Because I don't want to get shot.
Yeah, no shit.
I was always late.
I didn't get shot at, but when I was coaching on the rifle range in the Marine Corps, one of my shooters accidentally had a misfire with a 9mm couple feet in front of my foot. I had to kick him off the range, and my heart was pounding a little bit. I mean, granted, I wasn't going to die from getting a shot in the foot, but
You
kind
don't
of
want to get shot in the foot.
Who would want that?
Well, you don't
There's a lot
wanna
of
get-
bones in
You
there.
want to get
Yeah.
shot anywhere.
Well, that's just a scary thing, though.
Well, I think I'd rather get shot through a piece of meat, like a muscle, than
Yeah.
have a bunch of small bones shattered.
yeah.
Yeah, you do use the foot a
the
lot.
foot is valuable.
You guys are all bringing up guns. I don't fear guns.
It was
I mean,
like a
I would
segue
if one
thing.
was
I
pulled
don't
on me.
fear them. Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
the fear of it pulled on
Fear
you.
of like, oh my, yeah, this asshole's about to shoot me.
I remember one story. I was afraid because I was driving my car too fast, like a dummy, on a mountain road that was wet. And I'm like, me and my friend, we were teenagers, and we must have been going like 60, 70 miles an hour down these mountain roads and lost traction. And my car was fishtailing 180 degrees from one side to the other on a 2-lane road around a rock wall on the left and
Aye.
a cliff drop off on the right.
It was
They
like
weren't always
Tokyo
there.
Drift.
No fucking guardrail?
Not always up there, man.
Yeah, and it's not like a straight drop, but like a hill where if you
Yeah.
go over it, you're rolling.
gonna hurt.
Yeah.
This isn't
Yeah.
gonna feel good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm driving like Richard Petty. Like,
Tom Petty.
Like you can feel the car fighting you. Like it's
Free
doing this
falling.
way, and I'm going the opposite way with the wheel. And then as soon as I go there, the car about spins the other way, and then I'm going the other way. I mean, I felt like I fishtailed for 30 minutes, but it must have been like 3 seconds.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I got two similar stories.
Go for
like,
it.
Kind of what you said. Same thing, but this was also when I worked for the propane company. So I was in a propane truck, and it was an icy morning, but we got out anyway. I was like, all right, as long as we maintain speed, we're fine. We're going around this curve. There's this old lady parked right in the middle of the damn road. So we have to stop, and it's like, okay, so we stop. We feel the back end of our fucking propane truck start sliding.
Oh, boy.
And there, like you said, it's not the mountains, but still, there's a drop off there. And if we roll this thing, we're in a fucking propane truck. This isn't gonna be good.
That's the worst kind of car to roll in.
It really
They've
is.
done
Other
studies.
than
Yeah.
maybe a gas tanker, yes, it is
Yeah.
the worst to roll
That and the
in.
dynamite truck that I used to drive.
Yeah.
But I wasn't driving. A guy named Danny was driving, but he just laid on the horn, and that old bitch got the message, and because she had to have been seeing that thing move.
You remember Dom? I love him to death, but man, it was icy roads going around the freeway around my little dinky fucking hometown. It was like, you're coming around this bend too fast. You know, you are. And no, I'm fine. He was whatever. And before you know it, we're 360s into oncoming traffic.
Ooh.
Like cars were coming the other way. Somehow we stayed mostly in our lane and then veered off into the ditch. But I think we whipped around 4 times maybe. And then he was laughing the whole fucking time.
That's crazy.
Which is insane to
He's-
me.
yeah.
And I was bitching my ass off at him, and he was just smiling.
He
laughing.
didn't care.
He's
That's crazy.
He's an
I
adrenaline
met
junkie.
him, and it makes a little bit of sense.
I love him to death, but holy shit,
Wow.
that was the biggest whip out. The fact that we didn't go off into the ditch right away, and we were like cars were. It was nuts.
Is it okay? Are we still going
I
on?
don't see why not. Yeah.
I was driving my car. This is my first car I ever had, 1976 Camaro. I was with my buddy, and we were in Jones Beach, Long Island, and there's a big stretch of road. Now, I wasn't racing, my friend. It was more like, let's see how fast we can get our cars to go. So I got mine up to about 125, and it started shaking. Like the engine is just like, almost
Fuck
like
this.
something broke loose, it felt like, And I did not maintain anything on this car. I didn't even know probably at that point that you needed to add water to a radiator. You
Didn't know it had an engine.
I like this probably had no water. I overheated it is what I did. And I was so like, what the fuck? Because this was my car. My friend, like, he's gone. I don't know where the fuck he is because he was going and his car didn't blow up. I'm like, let me get it off to this, and I end up pushing it into a ditch by accident. And I was just like, fuck this car, I'm done. And then I went home, and my mom is like, where's your car? And I'm like, it's done. And she's like, where is it? And I'm like, it's done. And my mom was so like, you can't say that. That's not a good enough answer. What is
said
really
it.
good?
I just said it
No, I
twice.
did. I told you it's done, you dumb bitch. Now leave me alone. And the next day, I pretended like I didn't have a car anymore. My brother,
Did
I
she
was at
pretend
work.
that too?
No, because I was at
Sure,
work.
that was
Eventually, they got it out of me to the point where it's in a ditch, and my brother-in-law ended up going and getting it for me with my parents while I'm at work at Wendy's.
Because it's a car.
Because I could walk to Wendy's. Fuck it. But anyway, yeah. So that's a car story.
Nice. That's it. Yeah.
This is a pretty good window for our audience to get a view through, I guess, of our fears. It's made us vulnerable, right?
Not really. We
Don't
just
think
talked about
so.
guns and like car
Cars.
stories.
Cars
Yeah,
and
It's
but
guns.
pretty given. We don't like guns pointed at us,
Yeah.
or wrecking.
Yeah,
no,
like those are like fears that they did
Those
not
are rare.
address
Just normal
anything
fears of
that.
dying.
But like, are
It's
there
okay.
things that
Sorry,
like,
Oscar.
when you look at it, like it's been said that Dallas doesn't like spiders.
I don't know why, but they fascinate me.
They don't really bother me, but if I see one, it doesn't stay in the house. I get it outside.
Yeah.
I fear getting bit by like a scary one.
The only reason is because some of them are poisonous, and it's hard to keep up with which one's which.
I woke up one morning after camping under the stars in the Corps when we were doing a little training exercise. My lip was the size of a fucking banana. My bottom lip.
Oh, you got a little kiss. in the
Oh
middle of the
man,
night.
and
They
like
give you a
everyone was
smoochie.
laughing at me, and I'm just looking for the medic because I was like, it's like floppy bottom lip. I get to the medic, and he's laughing at me too.
Like
I was
mush
like,
mouth.
you motherfucker, and he was like, yeah, you got bit by a spider, and all I did was picture that spider making his way around my face,
Crawling around your
and then
mouth.
like, oh, I'm gonna bite this big fluffy
And
thing.
then
Is that
laying
where the fear
eggs in your
comes from?
ear.
No, I've had the fear my whole
Yeah,
life,
okay,
but that
gotcha.
didn't help it.
Yeah, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah.
So, camo net or
That spider
mosquito
knew.
netting after. Yeah, fucker.
A lot bigger things scare me. Like, I don't want to be anywhere near a crocodile, a grizzly bear, or a polar bear.
Something you could not possibly contend with if it had the.
And I do not want to be swimming in the water with sharks.
Well, that's why the ocean kind of wigs me out.
Yeah, it does now for me. And Abstro's just like, nope, I'm good.
I love the
See,
ocean.
I'm good.
He
Yeah,
said
but-
we had like,
but diving
we had like
down-
6 shark attacks
Yeah.
here in this state.
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
is normal.
3 of them were at the beach
I don't
that
want
I
to be
go.
one of those people.
Yeah.
But like, are you swimming out in the? Yeah, you'll swim anywhere, huh?
Yeah,
Will you
don't give a
dive
shit.
anywhere? All that shit.
No,
Yeah.
we've been with him to his family.
Yeah, I
the place
remember.
we swim.
Yeah, that's just as dangerous
Shark
as anywhere
attacks
could
happen
be.
there.
Sure.
Yeah.
When we were at my family and I were at Shackleford not too long ago for the family weekend, and while we were there, we were in the water, and a lady on shore screams, "Shark!" And we look over there, and yeah, there's a little,
And you're
there's a
just
little fin
like,
in the water. He ain't gonna bother us.
I don't care.
My
Let me
uncle,
go get him.
I'm out here
Oh,
where it's
that's a
safe.
cutie. That's a cute one.
I mean, my uncle's so used to it. I mean, he was cleaning the bottom of his boat. He goes, "Oh, okay." Goes back to cleaning. Doesn't give a shit.
That don't mean nothing.
They're not
that
after
means
humans.
He's just yes.
Yeah, they're not
then
after
why do we
humans.
have like 6 shark attacks in this state this summer?
Because
Yeah.
it's just those few asshole sharks that are just trying.
Those asshole thug
Yeah.
sharks.
yeah, that could
Listen,
be you.
now you got a shark bite, which is a fucking cool story.
No, you might be dead.
Yeah,
You
Neebs,
might be.
the
That's not a
odds-
cool story if you're
No.
missing a limb.
Or yeah, you lose your hands and you can't animate anymore.
Yeah, no, that would suck.
Okay.
But
You're looking at the odds, though. Honestly, you're
No.
looking at the odds.
the
that's
odds,
why,
yeah,
that's
the
why
odds-
you're doing it.
You
And
may
the
as well,
odds are.
Yeah, you may as well be scared to walk outside because you're scared of getting hit by lightning.
I can't believe you were worried about your car breaking down on our camping trip, and you're like, sharks. I don't mind sharks.
don't give a fuck about
I don't want
sharks.
my car to break down.
Yeah.
In a populated area like Raleigh.
We're wasn't populated where we were, man. Fuck off.
We were
We weren't
cars
that
everywhere.
far out. We stopped at a shopping mall to call somebody.
Yeah, you were.
But
You
one
were
of those
all
country
together.
shopping
Like
malls.
all together is a big deal too. Like
Yeah,
you're
no,
all
we were all
together,
together.
camping gear, money,
With
food, you got it
phones
all.
and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, good times. Fear, thick. Like if
Yeah.
you could narrow it, like I would
Yeah.
say spider is my biggest thing.
Yeah,
For whatever
that-
reason.
As long as we're on the animal subject, I
as
do
well.
not care for bats.
Okay.
If you could please show a picture of the Australian
That big
fox
ol-
bat.
That
Okay.
is ridiculous.
That's crazy.
that you don't like that thing is ridiculous.
Well, I think it's amazing.
It's like a flying puppy.
Bats are, I think, are
no,
amazing.
it's
I
not.
love them.
It
no,
is
it's
cute.
not.
Those things are cute.
They're
Now.
cute.
No,
I
they're-
think bats are cute. I think rats are cute.
The flying fox literally is
Yeah.
a flying puppy.
Right. They are flying
not.
puppies.
It is.
want a
It
flying
is.
puppy.
Oh God,
Yeah.
I miss my dog right now. I just want to hold him.
And give them wings.
If he had wings, you'd be like,
Ah,
kill it.
ah,
Kill
shoot
this
him.
thing.
No,
flying
no.
bear.
No, flying bear. Oh God, that would be scary.
Coming in for holy shit.
Flying shark.
Snakes
but-
kind of creep me out.
And they
Yeah.
don't me.
Yeah.
But
No,
it's
I
usually
don't-
a
I don't
snake
mind a
or
snake.
spider thing.
Yeah, snakes and spiders. I mean, yeah, like you said. I mean, it's the same thing. It's like a couple of them are poisonous, and so yeah, anytime you even see a non-poisonous one, you're like, is it?
And that reminds me of my biggest fear. I'm claustrophobic. So for me, that is like for construction, I used to have to go on a crawl space and do things. Now I'm at a point where I just say no, and it's so nice to be able to.
I'll bet it is.
But for a while there, you didn't. And underneath houses, especially, but I would have nightmares of not being able to move and like just being buried. That's just
shitty-
still can
Yeah,
rock
a lot of
my
people
world.
have that fear.
Yeah.
A lot of
Yeah.
people have that
That's
fear.
very
No,
common.
If you get to like where you can't move your arms and stuff.
oh God.
Yeah. Well, I don't like the thought of that. Is it CAT scan? What scan is it? You
Oh,
do?
M-
The MRI.
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 When I got my shoulder, yeah, I was claustrophobic as fuck, and they tell you that you might feel it, and you just like I had to brain through it, you know?
I don't know if I could.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah?
The thing that I didn't like about
Vic
the
likes it.
MRI.
Just one a week.
No, what I didn't like about the MRI was the bill. afterwards.
yeah, right.
I was
That's
like,
scary, isn't it?
oh God, that's
Every
awful.
time
That's
you
a
go to the
reality.
doctor, it's like, come on in. I'm like, all right, how much is it gonna cost? Oh, don't worry about it.
Yeah, right.
they
Let's
don't
run
tell
these
you.
tests.
Yeah.
Could you imagine?
Oh,
Oh,
I can.
dude, everything.
The doctor should be like McDonald's. You walk in, it's on the board.
Yeah.
You're gonna get this, this,
should
and
be.
this, and you
Yeah.
go, I ain't getting that. Look at those zeros beside that.
Yeah, heaven forbid it be like an ambulance involved or something. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
that's
when the
super
shit
expensive.
gets nuts.
I was at Disney World with a girl one time.
Disney
A friend of mine, she passed out, and somebody at the park called an ambulance, I guess, and she woke up. I'm like, hey, are you okay? She goes, yeah. I said, all right, someone called an ambulance. She said, let's go. And we ran. She's like, I'm not getting picked up by an ambulance.
You know, she was wanted, right? She was a wanted
No,
fugitive.
she knows how
she's a
much that
felon.
stuff costs.
I know. Yeah.
Well, I hope you got her some water or something.
Orange
I
juice
don't
and some
care
cookies.
why I just passed out randomly. Oh, good times.
Outside of food, I gave you